Hey guys, what's going on? It's JK here, or more of it's JK here, and today we are back with another episode of the F1 My Team Takura mode for F1 2020. Today, guys, we do have the Brazilian Grand Prix, and as you can see, we made some changes to the car, which we will be taking into Season 2, because I love the look of the car. I eventually might black it out, make it majority a really dark blue, and then have stripes of red on it. But I'll just switch it up every single, maybe half season, I might switch it up. But yeah, listen to this.
Alright, listen up everyone. They've announced that the technical regulations are changing for next season. Now there's a risk a lot of our hard work could be undone if we're not careful, so let's figure out how to mitigate this. Drivers, take a look at the developments we have and let us know what you want to invest in protecting. Alright everyone, let's get on top of this.
So then guys, it looks like some regulation changes and what are the effects going to be, and yeah, it's taking away our durability and aero upgrades, which is horrible. So I'm going to make some investments and I'm going to try get back the aero upgrades, and I think I've got them back now. But yeah, comparing this to our chart halfway through, like a couple of races into Season 2, it's actually insane how much progress we've made already. Because, you know, Season 2, guys, like, I'm not going to ruin next season for you because I'm like 2 races into Season 2. I'm just really backlogged on episodes because of how much time it takes to produce them. But yeah, pretty much, guys, it's just been it's been a bit of a struggle. But yeah, into qualifying now, we have a bit of wet weather. We're going out on mediums, not softs. So hence why, we were slower on this run. Not only because of the rain, but because we were on soft compound tyres. No, medium compound tyres. But yeah. Just letting you know, guys, we have progressed in Season 2. We have become... You know what? I'm just going to say it. We're a bottom midfield car. We're like the Ferrari of real life at the minute. So, but I'm hoping that we can do the opposite of Ferrari and go to the top in a couple of seasons. Well, maybe by next season. But yeah, let's get into qualifying, guys. So this is our first run at qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, this circuit was easy. It wasn't easy to drive because of all these corners, but it was a lot of fun to drive. And that's what I like about a circuit. Even if I'm slow on it and it feels fun with all the corners and it takes a lot of effort, I like it, you know. But yeah, we go right wide there and I decide, you know what, we'll give it another crack. But yeah, I do restart this race, guys, hence why for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in next episode, we will be starting from last with no flashbacks, which is really a regret now, guys, because it took me an hour. And it took me an hour and I had to restart the race so many times because I kept messing up. So yeah, I should have either done last to first with flashbacks or normal race without flashbacks. Because I had to make moves and it was really difficult. So yeah, I probably should have just done last to first attempt. But yeah, here we go. Our first lap is a 1:19.517. And after that lap, we are going to come into the garage now and hopefully put on a set of softs after the weather clears up. So yeah, let's get simming into the session and let's see how it turns out. As it stands, guys, we currently are going to be switching to softs and we currently sit in 4th behind Carlos Sainz. And yeah, let's see how we end up after all of the times come in, basically. So down to 8th already. Track is pretty clear. We have 8 minutes left in the session. The track is not busy at all. So maybe we should go out. Maybe we should wait a bit longer. You know what? We're going to go out, guys. We're going to go see how we do. So yeah, let's hopefully put in a good qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix. This is our final run. Track is clear on the soft compounded tyres. Let's go. So, we're going to take you through the lap here. And we're just going to go into the lap. Basically, because I recorded this a week ago exactly, and it's quite hard to remember because the clip saving took hours. I haven't had time to edit, and now I'm backlogged. But yeah, here we go, guys. Now starting our run. So, it's not a right-hander to start the circuit; it's a left-hander into a right-hander. Now, we actually drew a drift there, and it actually helps us pick up 5/10. And one of the reasons why we might not have been on pole in this race is because of mistakes we made just there in the first couple of corners. But yeah, now in the run down to the next corner, already Max is setting a 1:11. And it's a really nice corner taken. We're already almost a second and a half up on our previous lap time. Almost 2 seconds out as we come into the first chicane. I'd like to call it a chicane because it's a pretty difficult corner to manage. But yeah, coming into the chicane now. Here it is. We cut it side to side. You know what? We're not going to cheat it. We're going to cut it. No, we're not going to cut it. We're just going to flash back so we don't cut it. You know, being a good driver. Little bit of understeer there as we come off the flashback, but it's not too much damage because we've already picked up almost 4 seconds coming around that corner alone. No, almost a second coming around that corner alone. And now into this chicane, very nicely taken. And max set of 111, which is 8 seconds. 8 seconds gained is what we're aiming for, and it's a purple middle sector. And we've gained 6 seconds. We have gained almost 7 seconds coming up to the line now, which could be really promising now. 6.7, 6.8, 6.9, 7 seconds exactly gained. And that puts us into P3 for the Brazilian Grand Prix behind Pierre Gasly and Max Verstappen. But we're going for 2 runs in a row, which is something I don't do anymore going into Season 2. But I did this for a little bit once I switched to short qualifying to do 2 runs in a row. But already gained 4 tenths with a better first sector. This is one thing I really hate about the game on controller, because you have to keep like moving the stick around, whereas when you're on a wheel you can just move it smoothly. But a purple first sector, and that's a very good start, or a second up on our previous lap time, which should give us a 111, which should put us on provisional pole position, as Mattia Benotto would say. But yeah, again on this corner, very nicely taken. A bit of a corner. No, it's not a corner cut, 100% not. But we go wide on this corner, but it allows us to put the power down early. So then we can slow down in time for this corner, which is probably one of the best times we've taken that corner throughout the whole race weekend. And, yeah, so I'm not going to be commentating all 30 minutes of this video, guys. There are going to be some fast bits where I only commentate action. So I'll be, if I'm passing back markers, guys, I won't be commentating passing back markers unless it's a particularly good overtake. But coming down to the line, guys, 1.5 seconds gained. What will that give us, guys? 3 purple sectors, and it is the fastest time of the session. But yeah, into qualifying, you guys will now see if that was enough for pole position. Okay, are we on first, guys? Are we on first? No.
Continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Charles Leclair, and Gasly, Ocon, Perez, Norris, and Lance Stroll, Grosjean, Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel, and George Russell. Latifi, Albon, Fiat, and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those.
So then, guys, grid penalties, people not going out for second runs like Alex Albon, that has put some drivers in incorrect positions for this race. So it is an 18-lap race. It is one of the longer races because it is quite a short lap. We're going to be going for the one stop onto the mediums, guys, and there's the jump. This is the second time we went for this. And yeah, here we go, guys. So lights out, and away we go for our second attempt at the Brazilian Grand Prix. And we are straight past Valtteri Bottas with an absolutely brilliant start. Oh, God, that was a bit loud, guys. I put everything into just shouting that, and I have no idea why. Sorry for deafening you. But yeah, we're up into P1, guys, and we've got to defend from Valtteri Bottas, who is currently, I think at the end of this race, he might actually be world champion. I can't remember, but I think he's won the world championship already. It might have been last race where he won it, coming in second behind us. Wait, what was last race, actually? I don't even remember. It might have been Italy, but it might have been something else. I don't know if it was Italy or not. I think it might have been Italy. You know what? I'll take a look now. But yeah, it's a really good first lap from myself, actually, for once. What am I watching at the minute? Something random. You know what? That's okay. Let's go find my second account. Or, well, I should probably change the account name to, like, something to do with F1. But yeah, the last episode we made on F1 2020 was the Mexican Grand Prix. And the episode before that was where we won in the Italian Grand Prix. But yeah, first lap, gone down a treat basically. We've put everything into it and we are 1.1 seconds ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Now, something that really annoys me is that the AI go rich mix. No, actually, the AI go lean mixture for the first lap, and then they push, and then they stop for like most of the lap, and then again they push at the end, which like makes all your good work disappear. And it's really annoying because you could pass Lewis Hamilton lap 10, and then lap 14 he could just come breezing past you, and you're like, wow, what is the point? I can't even defend against him. But yeah, this has been a really neat lap. Is this going to be even quicker than our quali lap? I don't think it is, but if it was, I would be really happy. But yeah, you can pretty much run at quali laps because the tyre wear is bad. You might be like a second off your quali pace, but still not bad. My quali pace was 110.9 or something, and we're on course for a 111.2 as it stands, unless that says 115, then it's 113.2. But yeah, currently we have Valtteri 7 tenths behind, and it is our fastest lap, and then Valtteri sets one and Lewis sets one. So the Mercs want this win back, clearly want this win back, and I've messed up there, so we're going to do it again. But the Mercs really want this win back, and that is really scaring me, because the Mercs are scary, you know, like the Mercs are not to be taken lightly. They are very good, they are very, very good indeed. But yeah, the Mercs really fast, and now DRS has been enabled, and we are 8 tenths in front of Valtteri, 7 tenths. But I feel like Valtteri will be able to get us in the next lap or two, which is just not good because he's already 4 tenths. He's reeled us in so much in just that straight. Like, that is the difference between our Season 1 car and our Season 2 car, because our Season 2 car can keep up with a Mercedes, whereas our Season 1 car would get caught up in a straight by a Mercedes. But yeah, you will see, guys, next episode, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is really short because you'll see, but it's a pretty pointless video because I wanted to rush into the next season, so I decided to do a challenge, and I ended up spending longer than I've ever taken on an F1 video, just trying to race the race, basically. But yeah, really struggled. I really struggled in it. But yeah, at the end of the day, we're about to get passed by Valtteri Bottas. He is 3 tenths behind, 2 tenths. He's going to have DRS in just a second. There's no way of defending him. He's got us way too early. If he was past us about the start-finish line, look how fast he is. If I'd have tucked him behind him now, I feel like I could have kept up with Slipstream. We are going to try tag along with him, just for now, because we do have Lewis 5 tenths behind. Like, Lewis and Valtteri are really push now. But yeah, I'm trying to keep up with Valtteri, but he's pulling away, even though I have DRS, and Lewis is closing in. It's not good, is it? It's absolutely horrible, but it is what it is, and we're just going to have to deal with it. But yeah, going a bit wide there gives Lewis a chance. He is just behind me. Could go for a lunge here. No, he decides not to go for a lunge. Probably is smart, though, because you don't lunge on someone there. But I am doing well to keep within a second of Valtteri Bottas. Again, will Lewis go for a dive? No. And that was actually really nicely taken, that corner. And here, I didn't even have to take off the throttle, because the good thing about having a controller is that steering on, like, there's corners where you go full speed, but you can't stop at the same time. Like, that is way easier to do on a controller than a steering wheel, whereas just driving, like, trying to just drive in a certain direction without having to correct yourself every 5 seconds. But yeah, Lewis has got us again quite early. We might be able to defend, and we do. Late under brakes, and we have just about defended, but Lewis trying to go around the outside. We cut him off again, getting back to the racing line, but as soon, I probably should have just let him pass, to be fair, because Lewis has got us now. He's got us early on the next straight, and there's no way we can fight back against Lewis. So I got a bit wide here, and the reason is because I didn't want to crash into him, but then I was going to flash back to stop this, but then I was like, oh, Charles Leclair. I just wanted to see a crash, to be fair. Like, that was really funny, but I probably could have kept going as well, and Leclair would have been out, and it would have been fine. But yeah, we resume, and Lewis is back. He's gone past us. He actually makes contact that time, but we are able to get him under braking. Holy Jesus, what? Have we done that then? But yeah, Lewis is literally a tenth behind us. He might go for a dive on the inside. We have to give Lewis Hamilton the room. We just about give him the room. He's nudged us, and we drift. Tokyo drifting out here, and we've kept almost kept the position. I was going to say we kept the position, and then I just see Lewis go past us. And now we also have Max Verstappen right behind us, trying to come back on Lewis. A little bit of contact with the 6-time, in this career mode, he is a 6-time world champion. In real life, he is now a 7-time world champion. Well, he was a 7-time world champion quite a while ago, but yeah, at the Turkish Grand Prix. But yeah, this car reminds me a lot of the 2017 Ferrari when you were looking at onboards of that. It's just a red car. But yeah, we're trying to give Max Verstappen the squeeze here. We're going to go for it under brakes again. Yes, we are. And we're just going to make contact with Max. That could be a warning, maybe even a 3-second time penalty. But we run a bit wide there. Really wide, getting caught up on the curb, trying not to catch too much curb, going really defensive into the straight. We do have similar engine power to Red Bull, hence why without the long straight he cannot get past us, but he's right behind us now. He could even with a little bit of contact send us spinning. And Valtteri's already 3 seconds up the road. Lewis is already a 1.5 seconds up the road, and now Charles Leclerc is at 1 second behind us. So effectively I've got slower somehow, even though I'm driving at similar pace. It's just I'm being put off. Yeah, I got on the grass there, and then I'm like, oh, I was actually hoping for a crash there, because I was kind of hoping for a crash, because it would have been fun. But yeah, we come back to this moment here, and I'm like, how am I going to fix this? I'm going to have to go from here, and I'm just going to have to slow down a bit, and then quick up again. But yeah, going down here, is Max going to go for a dive? No, because we've covered it off very well, indeed. And now it's the quick left-hander, and we're doing really well, actually, at the minute. And now slowing down, going into this left-hander as well, not bad again. The run isn't awful, but Max should get us here. Max will more than likely get us here on this lap. And we've gone wide as well, but Max is coming up our inside. Max has got us. Max Verstappen has us. That's going to be that, basically. Verstappen's got us. But we're going for a move, kind of, not really, because Charles Leclerc is now 3 tenths behind. Yay! But I am going to flash back. I actually flash back to the point where I'm still ahead of Max Verstappen, if you ask me. Quite smart, because I pushed myself all the way to the left to try to stop him from overtaking me. He still gets me. Then I switch to the left-hand side as he tries to switch back to the right. And under braking, very brave, we have got back to position. I don't know if there was any contact there, because I don't have audio while I'm recording over it with my voice commentary. But yeah, it looks like Charles Leclerc might actually get Max Verstappen here. No, Verstappen's coming after us again, gets alongside, but again under brakes in a defensive line, we're able to hold on. Max Verstappen's down the inside, but again, drag racing the Red Bull, and we are back ahead. Oh, this squabbling is insane. We have a really good squabble later as well with Charles Leclerc, I remember, and it is a lot of fun. But yeah, it's an absolutely brilliant overtake there to get back. We go a bit on the grass. Max Verstappen actually helps us by nudging us, and therefore he has front wing damage, so he has to pit. Hence why he ends up like 8th in this race. I prefer not to speak, because if I speak, I am in very big trouble for killing Max Verstappen. Yeah, I pretty much killed Max Verstappen's race by doing that, by going really defensive. But yeah, I think we're on the lap where we're about to pit, so we need a quick out lap. Charles Leclerc is 6 tenths behind us, so we need a really quick lap and pit stop here. But yeah, we are coming in this lap, and I think it's an undercut, actually, because no one else has come in, have they? Yeah, I'm the only car to come in. But in a minute, you will be able to see the extent of what we did to Max Verstappen's race. Yeah, look, he's 10 seconds behind us, because we knocked off his front wing. But yeah, now we've caught up to the back markers, making a nice dive on George Russell there. And now we're coming up to the back of Daniel Kvyat, who started really far back with a grid penalty, and Mick Schumacher. So we go down the outside of Daniel Kvyat, and Mick Schumacher comes into the pits. That's 3 overtakes in a sector. I'm very proud of that. And now the car ahead of us is Giovinazzi, with Charles Leclerc 1.5 seconds behind us. Now, I think Giovinazzi actually comes in this lap, but I was actually hoping that he would hold up another driver, so I don't know if he actually comes in. But he tries to go for another overcut here, and I don't blame him, to be fair. But he's on the softs, he's very slow. We've almost already caught up, and Giovinazzi stayed out. And I don't know why I flashed back there, but yeah. I'll see you guys once something interesting happens. But yeah, just enjoy some footage for a second. Now, guys, we have Antonio Giovinazzi on the ropes. We go down the inside at the chicane, and it is a bit of a collision with Giovinazzi, but no damage for either driver there. But yeah, Giovinazzi's coming into the pits anyway, and so is Sainz and Raikkonen, so we are back up into third. How far ahead are we over Charles Leclerc? 1.8 seconds. Giovinazzi's actually stayed out, which means, and I was actually hoping he'd stay out for a bit longer so he would hold up Charles Leclerc, but unfortunately he doesn't. I think he comes in this lap, and then Charles Leclerc has a free run on us, and once he gets that free air, he catches up instantly. He's like behind us in a lap. So yeah, not fun at all. Look, he's already into the pits, and in one sector, Charles Leclerc is already 8 tenths, 7 tenths behind. Yeah, he's half the gap in a sector. And now we're back to normal speed, guys, which means it's time for the Leclair fight. However, I'm not going to be commentating this Leclair fight. I'm just going to let you watch and enjoy. Hi guys, I'm back again. I was just wondering if you've noticed when I said I was battling Charles Leclerc, he overtakes me and I keep him really honest and I actually stay 1 second within the second of a car for longer than a lap for the first time ever. Wow, I hope you're really proud of me, guys. Absolutely brilliant driving from me, if you ask myself. But yeah, I actually keep Leclerc really honest, and I don't know how, but I was able to stay behind a car without ramming into the back of him and having 6 attempts at not ramming into the back of him in a row. Yeah, that is most of my races for you. But yeah, I know now that I need to get past Charles Leclair. Like, it was at this point where I was like, okay, I need to get past Leclair now. So I need a good run here. And it was a good run. However, we have to go for a second attempt. And here we are, guys. However, the Ferrari has so much straight line speed compared to us. It's going to be really difficult to stay onto the back of him. And we're closing in, we're closing in, we're closing in. Are we going to go for a move? No, we're not close enough. I decided to just sit behind him. And we're going so quick that we ram into him. And we're just ramming into him. And we've got past the most shitty thing I've ever done on this game. We've just rammed into Charles Leclerc. Almost sent him spinning. Not a collision. And now we've got past. Absolute shithousery. I deserve the FNG shithousery award, honestly, with that. Absolutely brilliant overtaking, mate. Get the elbows out. Robert Kubica style. Insane stuff. Insane stuff. Don't know, mate. Not Robert Kubica stuff. Daniel Kvyat stuff. Literally. Like, play the hard bass music, lads. Daniel Kvyat's here. And at this point, I'm going off circuit and everything. I'm corner cutting. I'm coming off the circuit. And I'm literally just don't care. I'm just staying ahead of Leclerc. And it is a second gap. And oh my god, we've done it. With some shithousery, we have managed to get ourselves a third place. And Valtteri Bottas takes the quickest last lap on the last lap. And that is it, guys. Because the winner of the race and the World Championship, Valtteri Bottas. Absolutely brilliant. Like, literally, look at that. I literally got exceeded track limits, collision. And yeah. And your world champion, guys, is going to be Valtteri Bottas. As you will see in a second. So yeah, enjoy the celebrations of Valtteri Bottas. Because I would have liked to see this in real life, to be fair. But yeah, enjoy.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. That's a spectacular victory then. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
That's got to be the Flying Finn. Wait, how many Flying Fins have we had now? Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time. Just great raw speed, and a good job in traffic as well.
Nothing can challenge the leaders of the Constructors' Championship at this point, but it's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
So yeah, guys, after Valtteri Bottas has won the World Championship, we are back in business, boys. We're back in the menus, and therefore we might be making some upgrades. I am just not sure. But yeah, guys, we now have $12 million dollaritos. That is dollaritos, mate. Don't diss, mate. It's dollaritos. But yeah, we are now going to make some upgrades. We're going to try get some stuff back. But durability is not like a big thing for me. I just need my weekly resources. And then we should be good. But yeah, we are now spec 1 on everything. If you didn't know. Season 2, guys, is actually going really well. I'm really proud of how I'm doing in Season 2. Decent results so far. well, one bad result and one decent result. Well, really good result and one bad result. And then we've also had just some different stuff, I guess. It's just been pretty decent. But yeah, that is all for this episode, guys. The last thing we do is we change my nation to UK, finally. And we change our race number from 9 to 69. Because why not, yeah? Because why not? It's a meme, innit? It's a meme. You gotta just take the memes, boys. You gotta take the memes. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. I'll see you guys in the next episode where it will be the finale. I actually just am debating not uploading it or just uploading it as a no audio video where I just do like really quick speeds other than the last few races. But yeah, taking a look over the driver market, guys. Still looking after Seb, still looking at Sergio Perez, still looking at Lando, still looking at Russell, Albon as well. Gasly still kind of in the radar, but not really. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Anything else I do, I can't be bothered to commentate over because I'm lazy. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.